Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I want us to discuss something beautiful about this question. So, you have a question paper here with you. This paper was sent to me by Mr. Liseli today, the, the 27th of March. Okay, so let us focus more on this paper. Let's solve it together. We see how best we can answer the questions that are given to us. Okay. Let's discuss something about this. So we are going to solve number 1a, b, and we are going to solve c, so that I show you how to get these 20 marks. Okay, of late we haven't been meeting, my apologies, but let us now wrap up and help one another. Yeah, so solve the quadratic equation using factorization method. So you know that under factorization method, so it is very much important. There are a lot of methods one can use. There is factorization method, formula method, and other kind of method that exist. So under factorization, you need to find the product, sum, and what? Factor. So product is the answer that you get when you multiply A times what? C. What is A and what is C? So when you look at the general quadratic equation, you will understand that the general quadratic equation, it exists in such a form. So where you have ax squared plus bx plus what? C. So when you multiply a times c, that is where the product is. And the sum is always the number in between there, which in this case is what? B. And the factor, this is the answer that you get. When you multiply the two numbers, it should give you the same as those when you add the two numbers under the sum. So in this particular case, 2 times negative 6 is what? Is negative 12. And the sum in this case is the number here, and the number there is negative what? 1. How then do you look at the factors? The factors are the two numbers which when you multiply, they give you negative 12, and when you add them, they give you what? Negative 1, and those numbers are negative 4, comma what? 3. Negative 4 times 3 is negative 12, and negative 4 plus 3 is still negative what? 1. Then these factors, they replace the what? They replace this x here. So it will be 2x squared minus 4x plus 3x minus 6 is equal to what? Is equal to 12. Then from here you can use the factorization method. 2 is common. So here you draw an imaginary line. So 2 is common and x is common. So you have x minus what? 2. Because 2 into 4 is what? 2. And also 3 here is common. So you say plus 3. Then x, 3 into 6 is what? Negative what? 2 is equal to 0. Then you collect what is outside. So it will be 2x plus 3. And you only pick one bracket, which is x minus 2 is equal to what? 0. So here it will become 2x plus 3 is equal to 0, and it will become 2x is equal to what? Negative 3. Then you divide both sides by 2. So x is equal to negative 3 over what? Over 2. Then also the other side, you have x minus 2 is equal to 0, and x will be equal to what? Will be equal to 2. So these are the two values for x when you solve under factorization method. So you get the 5 marks from here. So we have gotten the 5 marks. Going on to b, we have been told that log 2 of 8 minus log 3 of 27 to the power negative 1. So this 8 can also be changed. It can also be interpreted as log 2 of 2 to the power 3, because 2 to the power 3 is 8. Then this negative 1, we can take it this side. Then it will become negative 1 like this. Remember, under the laws that I gave you of logarithms, there was a law that I gave you which is like this. where I said Q can go behind here. So Q log what? P. So it's the same principle that we use here. So this negative 1 will go the other side, and you will have log 3, and this 27 is the same as 3 to the power 3, because 3 times 3 is 9 times 3 is what? 27. Then when you see something like log 2 of 2, this is the same as 1, so here only 3 will remain. Also here log 3 of 3, meaning this is 1, so meaning here 3 will remain. Negative times negative, positive. So what is 3 plus 3? 6. So this is how you are going to get this 5 marks that is here. Very simple and straightforward. Okay, so we go to number 2. Number 2, you can just copy the question down. I think I have no space here. Okay, I think I'll use here log 5x plus 1 minus log 5x minus 1 is equal to 1. So what are you going to do here? Since it's minus, meaning it's division, so it's the same as log 5x plus 1 over x minus 1 is equal to 1. Then this 5 here will come, make this power to be a 1. So you rewrite it to become x plus 1 over x minus 1 is equal to 5 to the power 1. So 5 to the power 1, you know, is what? Is 5. So it will be the same as x plus 1 over x minus 1 is equal to what? 5. Then you cross multiply in layman's language. So this times that will give you x plus 1 is equal to what? 5x minus 5. Because this times that is 5x. This times this is negative 5. Then you group like terms. So 5x minus x is equal to negative 5 minus what? 1. So it will be 4x. Remember 5x minus x is 4x is equal to negative what? 6. Then you divide both sides by 4. So this and that goes. So that you have x is equal to 2 there, negative 3. 2 here, you have it to be what? 2. So you also get the 5 marks from there. Then lastly you have C, which is, so let me just draw a line here. Okay. So Mr. Nyongani deposited 10,000 for 3 years at 12% compound interest per annum. Calculate the accrued amount. When you talk about the accrued amount is the amount someone is going to receive at the end of the annual period going to be discussed. Remember, we have various kinds of compounding periods. We have quarterly, annually, semi-annually, biannually, but in this particular context, they have told us what? Annually, meaning a period of 1 year. So compound interest is equal to principal 1 plus r to the power what? T. So principal is the amount one invests, and that is 10,000. 1 plus 12%, which is 0.12, and the power is 3 years, so to the power 3. So you get your calculator. 0.12 plus 1, that is 1.12. 10,000, 1.12 to the power 3. So to the power 3 there, you have it to be 10,000, 1.405. We are going to put it in 3 decimal place. Then that times 10,000, the one that we are given, it will give us 14,0492.800. So this is the accrued amount, the amount that it will grow to after the period of 3 years. So it is very simple. You have seen it. Very much simple, yeah. Okay, so that is how you get the 20 marks. You have seen, very simple and straightforward. I will also show you with time how to calculate the compound interest, only if they want the interest. This one is the accrued amount. So let us calculate the compound interest using the same data. So compound interest is equal to principal 1 plus r to the power t minus 1. So when we use this formula, we are calculating the compound interest. So it will be 10,000, 1 plus 12%, that is 0.12 to the power 3 minus 1. Okay, so add 1 plus 0.12 to give you 1.12 to the power 3. It will give you 1.404928 minus 1. It will give you 0.405. Then multiply 0.405 by 10,000. 0.405 by 10,000. It will give you 4050. So this is the interest they are going to collect. But if they want the accrued amount, meaning you will add compound interest plus the principal. So it will be 4050 plus the accrued amount. So sorry, plus the principal. So plus 10,000. It will give you 14050. 14050. So this is the amount. So when you check this 14050 should be the same as this amount. They are the same. It's just that one I had rounded off. 14050. Because here when I round off this 9 to this one, it will give me basically what? It will give me 5. Yeah, so this is how basically you solve what we have been given. So that is the simplest way to solve what we have been given. Let me check this figure here. Multiply again 10,000 by 1.405. Yeah, I think I made a mistake. Here I made a mistake. It is 14050. I made a mistake here. Okay, so just multiply and make sure everything is okay. I made a mistake. My apologies. I made a mistake only on the multiplication, but everything is the same. So this is the formula for accrued amount, and this is the formula for compound interest. When they just want the interest at the end of what? 3 years, it is this. So if you want the accrued amount from the compound interest formula, you can say compound interest plus the principal, the amount that was initially invested. When you add them, 14050, it should be the same as this 14050. No matter how much formulas you use, you still get the same answer. Your host, Golden Zulu.